Can you talk a bit about how Addie's done just taking on that role, handling it? Obviously, a great deal of expectations and goal for FSU.
Yeah, I think she's done really well. She had a really, really good spring. Came here last year and obviously not an easy position to be in, sitting on the bench, but she was behind a good goalkeeper who was very successful here. And I think, when she took things over in the spring, really took her opportunity, and I think she's been very good in the first few games and really brought some consistency and big moments, came up with big saves. So obviously hoping she can continue to do that.
Georgia obviously peppered her more than most have so far this year. Just what did you think of her performance in that outing and how she handled it all?
Yeah, I think, goalkeeping, it's difficult to be a goalkeeper on a team that is in possession of the ball for long spells and then having to come up with, one save or two saves. And, I think if you look even at the USF game, she came up with a big save in the second half. And it's not easy to do. It's not easy to be using your feet and not using your hands and then having to come up with a save. And I think in that Georgia game, she came up with 2 or 3 really big saves. And, when we needed her, she was there.
How'd you characterize how the team is adjusting with all the players being gone with international duty?
Yeah, it's not easy to lose. We got, six gone right now at the U20 World Cup and then 1 with injury right now. So, limited numbers and lots of minutes for lots of players, which is a good opportunity for players. Obviously if we have 13 players, everyone's gonna get minutes. So not easy trying to manage and get through these games without having the cover of other players. But also it's a good opportunity for those that are here, and obviously wishing the best for those that are at the World Cup, but trying to hold it down until they get back.
When your professional on-field career ended, did you know you wanted to immediately go into coaching, and how did this kind of come about for you?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to go into coaching. I wasn't sure at what level I wanted to do that, whether it was going to be youth coaching or staying in a professional environment. I coached in college a little bit when I was playing professionally in New England, and then when I was in Atlanta, I volunteer coached at Kennesaw State on the women's side. So as I kind of got a little bit older, I thought college would probably be the best fit for me. And I was still in Atlanta when Brian called me, but I was at a point in my career where I was really looking for the next step and kind of just a change, and kind of just aligned perfectly. And he called me, and a week later we're making plans for me to come here.
Did you and him know each other prior to that?
We did not. No, he the last 3-4 years of my career started reaching out to different coaches at different levels just to kind of pick their brain and meet some people and just get some different perspectives on their experiences. And one of the coaches that I reached out to, Brian spoke to him and he gave him my name, and that's how we came to know each other. He called me right after a game. I think it was in probably June of 22. And like I said, a couple days later, was making plans to come here. Yeah.
What has been like the working under him been like for him so far?
Yeah, Brian's an amazing human, man. I can't say enough positive things about him. He took a big risk taking this job. He was in a very good situation at Tennessee with a good team coming back, and he had just won the SEC championship. So it was a risk, and coming into this job, it's not easy to take over for someone like Mark Krikorian and what he built here. But he took that risk, and credit to him. But since I've come here, he's amazing with the players, and his ability to connect with the players, how he takes care of them, how he listens to them. And when I talked to him on the phone before, I took this job, it was one of the things that I noticed right away was how much he genuinely cares about these kids. And that was big for me. I wanted to go somewhere where I thought I'm going to learn from this person, but also our values aligned. And I could get that from day one from him. So working for him, he's continued to allow me to grow here. And like I said, I can't say enough positive things about him.
How rewarding has it all been for you to coach, to kind of do it full time and get a true feel for it, and obviously achieve a great deal of success out there?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty, I don't want to say an easy transition for me. I feel like I was ready for the next phase in my life. And then, like I said, stepping into a situation here with a successful program already with very, very good players, and then working for Brian, which has been great. I'm very grateful for the opportunity, and I right now I feel good about where I'm at, and I feel good about our team and our coaching staff, and we have a good situation here.